Hello friends, today we will be talking about HTTP3. What is HTTP3? Already we have discussed what is HTTP and the different version of or evolution of HTTP we have discussed in previous videos. You can check my channel and you can see the all HTTP version how it is working. But today we will discuss HTTP3 and how HTTP3 is working. So let's learn together. What is HTTP then? So let's discuss. I think the HTTP2 has just come out in 2015, right? Only 2015 HTTP2 has come out. But why HTTP3 is needed? Interesting. So do you have the same questions? So let's see how HTTP2 working first. Then you understand why we need HTTP3. So for HTTP2, this is the stack. Like first stack is, you can say, TCP. Okay. So to make any request, you need to do the same stack, TLS, and third one is HTTP. So this is the time. So here the number one enemy is time. That means latency. So this for HTTP2, this whole time is add up and sums up to make a huge latency, the large latency to communicate between client and server. HTTP3 also doing the same thing, to exchanging the data between client and server. But issue is latency. If you have seen my video in previous video about HTTP, so all the version or evolution of HTTP has came due to improvise our latency. So this is also the same. But in HTTP3, there's a little change. Like you can replace this TCP with UDP. Okay, and this TLS is combined with the same transport layer and it becomes quick. So this is new transport layer protocol. Okay, so this is previously called as a quick UDP internet connections, but now this is not a acronym, this is a name declared by IETF. Okay, so this is quick and HTTP. So it becomes HTTP3. Okay, so before going forward, we'll discuss how the different version of HTTP works in brief, so that you can understand how the HTTP3 is the advance of all the version of HTTP. So let's discuss that. Let's discuss HTTP, a history of battle against latency. So the different version has evaluated due to the increase of latency, means we need less latency in the communication between client and server. So HTTP 1. Let's discuss HTTP 1.0. Okay, as we have already discussed in previous video, so we'll just brief about it. We'll not go into deep. So suppose we have three files, like we have requested to the server. First one is index.html, and second one is suppose style.css, and third one is suppose one.js, main.js. So we have to request 3 files from client to server. The client is here, your browser, your laptop and computer. So let's make one connection here. One requested index.html. Okay. So this is the TCP connection. This connection is open now. So then another response will come. Let's make it red. Right. This is index.html. This is request and this is response. Okay. So this is how the then connection is closed. So this is how the one request, first request is go to server and the server will respond. Then your connection is closed. This is how HTTP 1.0 is working. So similarly, the same request like style.css and then response, then request, and this is how the response. So here open, close, and open again and close. This is how 1.0, and this is taking too much time. You can realize how it is, how the latency has increased here. So let's switch to 1.1. Okay. So this is very simple. Here another header has come, like this is keep live. Here TCP will say don't kill me. So let's live till my connection is open. So all this connection, all the request and response finish, then after the connection will be closed. Open and here is closed. So this is the most acceptable HTTP protocol. You can say this same protocol has long lasting till 20 years. So this is most accepted HTTP. So this is same connection, but the connection closing the last when all the request and response has been completed. So the best thing here, the parallel connections. The same thing happen but in parallelly, and the browser has very smart. They are making the request in the parallel. So in Chrome browser you can consider 6 parallel connection can be made, but this is a limit again. If more than 6, so nowadays a lot of files in index.html is associated. All the files like CSS, JS, and a lot of images are there. So here even Chrome browser has failed in these HTTP protocols. Okay, so let's discuss the current version is HTTP 2. This is the most you can say I love this protocol. Okay, due to 2 reasons. The first one is multiplexing, and second one is server push. We have already discussed in the previous video, but still I need to discuss because you will not understand what is HTTP 3. So let me here, this is client and this is server again. So the same connections, multiplexing, we will discuss multiplexing like this is the request. Whatever this is request, is no limit. You can make any number of requests in the same connections. So this is how the multiplexing is working. And you also simultaneously you will get the result or response from the server also in the same way. So this is the multiplexing. So another way, the multiplexing is in a different type, like multiplexing, incremental and sequential and mixed. So how multiplexing, actually this is the wide view of within one channel we are sending the request, multiple requests. If you see the same channel, okay, if you see the same channel, it will look like this way. Okay, so like suppose this is index, this is CSS file, and this is JS file, and this is image file. This is how one multiplexing working. Okay, so this is three types, like one is incremental, and second one was sequential, and third one is mixed. Okay, I would give you the example in incremental and sequential and mixed. In sequential is working like Google Chrome. Okay, Google Chrome is actually implemented sequential multiplexing, and Safari and Microsoft Edge is working incremental. So I would say the Google Chrome is 50%. Okay, 50% is faster than this incremental, who has already who has implemented this incremental multiplexing. Okay, so this is how multiplexing working. Like this is index, this is CSS, and this is JS file, and this is a lot of files are there. So this is how sequential. Incremental means what? Incremental, suppose this is first index file is another, and sequential is sequence where it's requesting the data, the same in the same channel, a single channel. Okay, so this is how multiplexing working. Suppose we will discuss what is server push. Already, like server push is interesting, is very interesting thing. Like I made a one request index.html, but we have to configure this, but still the server will respond. Server will respond with all the supportive files. Like first will reply with index, second is CSS file, and third one is JS file. This is how the server push is working. So this is an HTTP to the functionality. Okay, so let's discuss how HTTP protocol, like HTTP 3 protocol, quick working. But still another thing is there here, UDP. Quick is over UDP. Is UDP reliable? Because UDP, you know, the TCP and UDP, there is a lot of difference. We will discuss this in another episode, but today we will understand what is quick and how it is working. What is quick? If we discuss what is quick, the quick is a transport layer protocol developed by initially Google, but it is over the UDP. So UDP, is it is it reliable? Because as I know, as you know also, what is UDP and TCP. These are the both transport layer protocol, but in UDP is the message. If one message lost, in message, one packet is lost, then it's not retransmitting and received again. So like if you will see how TCP and UDP works, let me tell you. In suppose this is my message, and suppose I will send 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is how my message is. This is 1 has gone, 2 has gone. So here 1 reached, received, you can say. Suppose 2 is received. What? So 3. So 3 is lost. In the UDP, we are discussing UDP, so it will not deliver. So lastly, it's the fourth one. So it is delivered. So what FEC forward error connection will do. So even that is not there in UDP. So it will message like, it looks like message is 1, 2 and 4. Okay, so this is how UDP works. But in the case of TCP, it will not happen. It will retransmit the message 3 here. So in the this is UDP and this is TCP, like 1, 2, then 3 and 4. The auto correction has been done. So this is UDP and TCP. It is how the works. But as I said, the QUIC is over UDP. Okay. So is UDP is reliable? Yes. But in QUIC, that is handled, and this is taken care by the QUIC. The same way, QUIC also retransmit the data and deliver the data to the server or the client simultaneously, means respectively. So in QUIC, what happened? These streams are also you can say in HTTP2. HTTP2, these are the dependent, and these are the dependent means this stream will depend and wait for the all the transport, means all the data received in the server side. But in QUIC, that is independently delivered. So in HTTP2, this is called head of line blocking. Okay, so head of line blocking means that in HTTP2, TCP will wait till the message lost package retransmit and received by the server. So this is how the head of line blocking actually removed in QUIC. So that is how handled. That means I already told, like this is in QUIC what happened. This is these all the packets are independently transmit. So independently transmit means suppose the server respond back to the client. So this same message respond in a independent. Suppose first will 1, then second is 2, it might be 4 in third place, and fourth place is 3. So what? This is independent log. So this is how QUIC works. Another thing you have to remember, like in this blocking, HOL blocking is worse than the parallel connection of HTTP 1.1. Okay, so this is how HTTP 3 all about, and this is how HTTP 3 works over the QUIC. So let's discuss the takeaway of HTTP 3. HTTP 3 key takeaways. Let's discuss. First one is I have written QUIC latency is far better than TCP and TCP plus TLS. Here, so currently we are using TLS 1.2, but in QUIC or HTTP 3 we are using 1.3. So these are as we already discussed. So how the latency is far better than TCP plus TLS. So currently HTTP 2. Okay. So the second one is HTTP 3 allows HTTP 2 to meet its full potential. Like already I told this, like HTTP 3 is nothing but HTTP 2 over QUIC. Okay, in QUIC we all the disadvantages of UDP and the TCP we overcome and combinedly developed a QUIC protocol. So this is how the HTTP 3 allows HTTP 2 to meet its full potential. Okay. So next is the final. Already means we don't know the release date of HTTP 3, but it is already the battle started. Like if we discuss about browser, so Google Chrome already implemented and Mozilla already also implemented recently. Safari has announced that they are also using HTTP3. So this is how the HTTP3 works, and HTTP3 is going to be released and this year end. I believe this will, I think in 2020, in the first month of 2020-21, so that will be released. Okay, so so thank you so much for watching this episode, and I hope you have learned something new. And if you like this video and my descriptions how I explain, please like, share and comment. Of course, subscribe to get more videos like this. This is not this channel is nothing but a not only give you the description and describe the things, we also give you like the hands-on tutorial, because this is, I believe this is most important. I always believe the demo video will help you. So please subscribe this channel. Thank you so much again.